matchup. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Former ball, Charles. It's Rajon Neal. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop. Him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Time to feature the offensive starters and to give some love to the tight end, Kyle Rudolph.
He's been to the Pro Bowl already, battled a few injuries, but he's back and better than ever. Has added a little yoga to his regimen in order to make it more nimble. That makes it that much harder for the defenders to catch him.
Let's go. Wide 80.
Second down, Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. And an alley to run. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Red zone opportunity. Now a handoff here to his running back. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. And with this offense, one guy to key in on defensively is Kevin White.
Had to battle injuries at the start of his career, but boy, he's ready to fulfill his promise. An absolute beast downfield.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This one taken from the 7. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. And here are the Chicago defensive starters.
Kyle Fuller is one of those new breed, complete defensive backs. Eager to tackle, but a better cover man.
Bridgewater now on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Well, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down. Third and long for Bridgewater. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to work his way down to the 16. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
I don't know about you, partner, but on second and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Anthony Barr almost defies description at times. He's built like a defensive end, but he plays outside linebacker and does it quite well.
So second and 10 here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Jonathan Bullard in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They come out here in the eye. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A second down throw for Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. 5 wides in the game. 4 of them to the right side. On third down, Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They've got his man complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a first down. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Bridgewater. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. That'll bring up second down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
Got to give him a little extra confidence there.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Their big tight end. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
First down, he'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 30 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a Chicago first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Alteron Werner, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down, Bridgewater. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Willie Young in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Ginn. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Cuts it out. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Now let's go. Back down, Philly. Here we go. Back down.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They're going to look to throw. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Bridgewater on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Throwing again. Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. They come out here in the eye. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 1st down, here's a run with Peterson. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
This will be caught just inside the 10. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style. Where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
They'll come out in the pistol. And now it's 2nd and goal. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. This is Rajon Neal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you worked on from the beginning of training camp. heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Shift together here from the D-line.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Set. Green, 39. Green.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And Jeffrey's got it. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Over. Watch it now, Barney.
And they'll run it here. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission. You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
We got chips over here. That's overload. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Bullard in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. A big gain of 38 there on third down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's third down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11.
Here we go now. Blue line it.
Now they try the right side here. And he cuts it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on third down. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Zerline's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Pernell McPhee in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Peterson alone in the backfield. Bridgewater now on second down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. Over the middle, it's complete. A good rally to the football holds them to 2, and that brings up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Ginn. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting it. Touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Back to throw here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Hey, shut his right. Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run.
Hey. All right, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Blue 90. Watch that. All right, now look at this.
Now back to throw. Jeffrey with a catch left side. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
And that pickup of a first down That's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Stays on his feet. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Jeremy Langford is in. He gets the carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bridgewater. Flushed out right, and this will be incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all, and I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. And a give this time to the tailback. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Check back. Watch it now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 3rd and 4.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Here we go now. Green. 30.
They'll set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
And he's got Kyle Rudolph. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And they're going to speed things up here.
Kyle Rudolph doing his job and making another nice catch. Come on, it's the month of December. You knew he was going to be there, right?
I knew you were going to go there.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Here we go now.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bears, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with a win. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.